should buy Warner Brothers? I think who should buy Warner Brothers should be Comcast and Apple TV. I think they are the best choice for Warner Brothers. But I really don't want Warner Brothers to be sold. But if I had my choice, my first choice would be Comcast, and my second choice would be Apple TV, because Apple TV is doing such a good job. And I don't think they need help from the Arabs to purchase Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? So it'd be a nice little bump for Apple TV to buy Warner Brothers. But my ideal company would be Comcast, because I wanted Comcast to buy all the Fox stuff. I didn't want Disney to buy Fox. I wanted Comcast to buy Fox. But Disney ended up getting a hold of them. So I think Comcast is the better company that should buy Warner Brothers. Now, if it's up to me, I wouldn't have Warner Brothers being sold at all. I just want Warner Brothers to stay Warner Brothers. But Comcast and Apple TV. Apple TV would be good too, because Apple TV's already got their, they're making some good content over there. But Comcast, I've always liked Comcast as a company. I mean, I just like them. They've been around forever. So I would like for them to buy. But Paramount, not really. Paramount is the least streaming platform that I get on Paramount. I just don't care for it. Everybody likes all that. Oh, what's those shows by that one guy? Everybody loves all them shows that one guy put out. Those cowboy series. I forgot the name of them, but he put a bunch of them out. Paramount's got all that kind of stuff. Me personally, man, I'm just not a big Paramount guy. I never have been. I like Paramount, but I'm just not big on their streaming platform. I don't like Star Trek. I like the old original Star Trek. I don't like all the new ones. The new ones are not that good at all. But Paramount buying them would be okay, but I would rather have Comcast buy them, and I would have Apple TV, because it used to be Apple Plus, now it's called Apple TV. I really feel like Comcast would just be a better company overall, because they would just probably clean up everything after they done bought it, and then leave Warner Brothers as a separate site, and leave who they, because they'll probably cut a lot of jobs out and tell everybody, hey, we're taking over, but everything's going to stay Warner Brothers, but this is what's going to happen. Apple TV would be a good one too, because Apple TV again will probably come in there and clean everybody up, get rid of a bunch of people, and say we're going to keep this Warner Brothers. I'm not for sure if Apple TV would do that, but we're going to keep you guys Warner Brothers. But we're just the new boss in town. We're the ones going to oversee you guys and stuff. But that would help out Apple TV a lot. But here's my take on that. Comcast to me is the better choice, because Comcast only got Peacock, I think. And that'd be a good pickup for Comcast, because they got Peacock. I like Peacock. A lot of people don't care for Peacock, but I like Peacock. And it gets me, I got all these streaming services and I don't watch half of them. I think my family, which is my kids, they're grown now. I think they think I sit and watch a lot of TV. I don't really sit back and watch a lot of TV. When I catch a show, it's because I have shut down completely. I'm done with the whole day, and I had about an hour and so many minutes to watch something. And that's when I put something on this YouTube channel and say, hey, I watched this, and then I watch that. Or if I'm on vacation. If I'm on vacation, I'll watch something. But I got all these streaming services. I don't watch them at all, hardly. So. But I like to have them just so I want to watch something. I can watch something. Like right now, I'm in the documentaries. And, Netflix got a lot of good documentaries on there. So I'm going to watch a lot of that here soon. But I've been getting into my video games, so I've been playing that a lot. And obviously I Bible study in the morning. So I want to pick up a little bit more Bible study pick up a little bit more like in the evening time, But anyway, I just thought I'd drop what my thoughts is with the I think Comcast is the better fit. And I think Apple TV would be the better fit. I know y'all don't want to hear this, man, but, I get so sick and tired of people dogging on Netflix all the time. I don't know what the hate is for Netflix all of a sudden, man. Netflix has been old school for a while. And here's something else. People say, oh, Netflix started out like this and this and that. What was you expecting Netflix to do anyway? They had to pivot. Everybody wanted to start a streaming service, so everybody kept taking all their stuff off Netflix site. Because that's where everybody dumped everything at until all these companies said, oh, we want Seinfeld back and we want Friends back and we want Frasier back and what's the other one? The Office back. They were yanking all kinds of stuff off of, Netflix's site. And Netflix sitting back at his company going, holy crap, man, we're going to have to come up with something else. So they pivoted and they did something else. And streaming services and movies, they can't coordinate together. The only reason why people don't go to the movies that much because society has taught us how to adapt. We are humans. We have to adapt. We adapted to the fact that we was on lockdown on the COVID thing. So that's why all these streaming services took off. So, we weren't allowed to go to the theater. So, a lot of people try to blame all the streaming services for the theater, but it's a little bit more than that because we humans adapt to situations. And so when we got progressively out of the theater, we kind of went like, man, they kind of went like, man, I kind of like this system I built up, man, for myself. And, I kind of like the fact I could just chill out and watch a movie at home. And then, again, we adapted when we found out that some of the streaming services was like, if this movie don't do good, we're going to put it out on streaming right away. So, people's like, well, I'll just wait. So a lot of people try to blame Netflix and all these streaming services, but it ain't really their fault. It's like, we do give you guys the option to rent this, and then we give you the option to buy it. And then you wait till it's on a streaming platform. Like if you wait long enough, there'll be something on HBO Max. If you wait long enough, there'll be something on Peacock. If you wait long enough, there'll be something on Paramount Plus. If you wait long enough, who else is? If you wait long enough, there'll be something on Disney. If you wait you wait like 3 months, you'll be getting Disney's movies that are in the theater. So, and then your quality of your movies have dipped because there's a lot of movies where us people have been reprogrammed. Now we got better, we have a better set of eyes when we look at stuff. We sit there and go, man, that movie looks like that should be on streaming. I ain't going to the theater and watch that. Because some movies you watch them and you be like, oh man, I would like to watch that, man, but I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna wait on streaming. Take Running Man, for instance. I'm an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, so Running Man was very entertaining to me, and I knew I wouldn't. I was gonna go see Running Man, but the more and more I kept looking at it, the more and more I was like, nah, I think I'll wait. So that's all I did. I'll wait for streaming. So, we humans, we adapt, man. We had to redo our whole. I mean, man, we was on lockdown, man. All the streaming services took off. Everybody was wanting to buy computers, laptops, everybody was wanting to buy tablets, everybody was wanting to buy game systems and stuff because they were stuck in the house. So, that part of the industry it's soaring because we was having stuff dropped off at the house and going outside our door and picking it up and hooking it up. So there's more to it than that. And then, like I said, the quality of movies has dipped, and then, we as human beings don't like being preached to. We don't like being batted over the head with whatever stuff that they're, using their platform as some of these movies they use the movie as a political platform instead of just making a good movie. We don't want to be preached to, message driven movies. So it turned us off, so that had a lot to do with it. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw all that in there. But anyway, reason why I brought up Netflix, because if Netflix bought it, Netflix would be like the creme de la creme, man, but my biggest problem with buying Warner Brothers is HBO Max, because HBO Max is a good streaming service, man, and that's why I kind of would like to see Comcast buy it, because Comcast would just be the better fit. Paramount Plus, I think they're going to get it because they got these Arabs from overseas trying to help them out, because they're loaded with cash. I don't know how I feel about that. But one thing about that, I don't know nothing about Arabs or anything like that. I definitely don't want to visit their country. I definitely don't want to visit countries that's, I just don't really want to visit different countries, man. That's just me. I'm boring. Oh, well. But, one thing about Arab nations, they're not into that. I don't think they're into that same-sex marriage, men being with men and women being with women. So, I mean, if they was to buy something, they would probably be like, no, man, I got my money into this thing. You ain't putting that on there. No, you can take that somewhere else, man. I invested my money in your company. Then you're going to make stuff that we want to watch too, because we got money invested. So that's a good thing, because there's a lot of foreign nations. They just don't get into, that LGBTQ crap. So just throwing that out there. But Comcast would be the better company, I think, to buy Warner Brothers. Last but not least, because, no, it's not last but not least. I'm almost last but not least. Because Comcast would probably keep HBO Max. See what I'm saying? But when you got Paramount Plus having HBO Max, and there's this YouTuber, he's a big YouTuber, I ain't gonna say his name, but he said that a lot of times you can have, you can have like Comcast to have Peacock / HBO Max, so you can do that, or you can have Paramount Plus / HBO Max, so you can do that. You can still keep it, just have a combo or something like that. Keep them separate and have a combo. So I don't know, man. I think that Comcast is the better fit. I think Apple TV is the ultimate fit. But then Apple TV is just now getting they're like they got nice streaming services, and they're progressively they got some good content. So with them having HBO Max on their site, man, because HBO Max they make a lot of top notch stuff. At least at one time they did. I still think they do. So I think that that would be a good fit. Last but not least, I know y'all ain't gonna like this. I wouldn't mind seeing Netflix buy it. You know why I wouldn't mind seeing Netflix buy it? Because of all the hate that Netflix get. I'll be like, nah. That's what you get. That's what you get for using so much hate towards somebody. You didn't hate Netflix back in the day, but now you hate Netflix. And then the physical collectors. These physical collectors like, I hate. They always hating something. Keep buying your physical copies. Netflix ain't stopping me from buying my physical copies. Comcast ain't Paramount Plus ain't stopping me from buying physicals. Peacock is not stopping me from buying physicals. Disney Plus is not stopping me from buying physicals. HBO Max is not stopping me from buying physicals. Who's stopping you from buying physicals? I know a lot of people say, well, there goes the 4K physical copies. You are the one that's in control of your money. If they got to be a jack, let's just say the companies decide to be be dicks and stuff, and saying that you can only sign up for us, but we will no longer make physical copies and stuff like that. You could just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to not watch it. You don't really need them if they decide to do that. You can pull a reverse on them. Be like, all right, enough of us cancel and enough of us don't support your channel, then you ain't going to get no money. But you guys don't have, a lot of y'all out there talk the talk, but you won't walk the walk. Now, I'm not in that camp. I'll watch streaming services because I like their original content. And what a lot of these people fail to realize when they do make these YouTubers that says all this, oh, I hate these streaming services or this content, but obviously their content, they make content. YouTubers make content. There's times I look at YouTubers like, oh boy, you really reaching, man. You just ain't had shit else to talk about, so you made that shit up. That's what I say. Pardon my French. A lot of times when YouTubers load up content, like I seen a YouTuber today, he's kind of like a horror channel guy. I ain't gonna say his name, but he said he's got this, what is it? Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or something like that. Revisited. So that means if you get on the stage on his YouTube channel, he's already got content on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. He probably got, but he's trying to put content, put more content on his YouTube channel. If you guys look at some of these YouTubers, man, sometimes you'd be like, man, I don't know, man. What you're talking about don't make too much sense to me. You just ain't had shit. You ain't had nothing to talk about. You ain't got much to come up with, so that's all you could do is put something on your channel for content. So it's the same thing when these streaming services are making content for their streaming services. That they're in the business to make content. Some of it's trash, some of it's good, some of it's great. It's just the way it is. YouTubers do the same thing. A lot of times I'll be listening to YouTuber going, They're like, really, dude? Or I can even say, really, girl? I don't know about this one. You just try to make some stuff up just because you want to put more content on your YouTube channel. I want you guys to think about that. I don't know, man. Some of these people, man, they always wanting to throw a stone at something, man, and then they need to look in the mirror and look at themselves. And I don't know, you guys. I've been looking at a lot of things lately, man. I just, dang, man. You know, but anyway, in closing, I think Comcast is the better fit, not Paramount Plus. But if Paramount Plus did it, and you got the Arabs that invested their money in it, might clean up some stuff in there. But I think Comcast is a better choice. I think Apple TV is a better choice. And I think that I would like to see Netflix get a hold of them. That'd be real good for Netflix, because that'd just be real good for Netflix. Because, you know what? I got to tell y'all the truth, man. Guess what? I really like Netflix. I really like HBO Max. I really like Peacock. I really like MGM Plus. I like Apple TV, which used to be called Apple Plus. Sometimes I like Disney. Ooh, sorry. I'm just not that guy, man. They got good stuff. I'm going to give them. You know, a lot of people don't want to give their money to Disney Plus no more, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them. All Disney Plus have to do is pivot. Just stop what they're doing, go back to what made Disney. But they don't want to do it. Somebody in there, I don't know if the devil's got his foot in there or something, because they just hell-bent on, you know, doing what they're doing. But, well, once in a while, you know, Disney will knock out a home run. But I think a lot of the stuff that they knocked out a home run with, they probably had arguments in their meetings saying, you got to put this movie out this way because we need to make money. And he's like, I want to put this in there. No, don't put that in there. I don't want it in there. I want this movie to make money. And so when they don't do what we don't like, their movies normally make money. But when they do stuff that they like, their movies don't do that good, you know. And then, you know, you got remakes after remakes after remakes after remakes after remakes. So I get it, man. And a lot of people ain't into Disney no more. They just don't want to give them their money. So I get it. I get it. Bottom line, in closing, I would like to see Warner Brothers stay by themselves. That's what I would like. I would like to see Warner Brothers stay by themselves. I really would. I don't know why they just won't cut their losses and get rid of stuff and sell off some stuff and just downsize and just say, you know, and then just stay Warner Brothers and just tell everybody from here on out, we can only make a movies for 120 million cap. Just until we start doing better, because these companies going to have to stop pumping out, you know, over $180 million budget movies or a $200 and something budget movie. I don't really know how that business works, you guys. I don't really know how, but I all this, you know, asking for $250 million to make a movie, and then you gotta pay the actors and all that. And then you gotta turn around, you gotta make what, $600 million just to break even. Come on, you guys, you know what the problem is, and you can't sit there and tell me you can't make good stuff on lesser budgeting. It's just the writing, and you know, a lot of times you get an actor and he goes, you gotta pay me $30 million. I ain't gonna be in it. So, well, I know you're good, but you ain't that damn good. I'm going somewhere else and get somebody. And then some people say, well, it's the star power that is the cause of the movie failing. Not really. There have been some star-studded casts that made movies and they bombed. Bomb! Look it up. So anyway, you guys, God bless. Enjoy your Friday. And yeah, I just thought I'd drop my thoughts on this Warner Brothers thing. Like I said, 1, I would like to see Comcast buy it. 2, I would like to see Apple TV buy it. 3, I would like to see Netflix buy it. And 4, I would like to see Warner Brothers just stay Warner Brothers. We'll catch you next video. We'll see you.